Welcome to the third episode, and guys, I have bad news. I blew the OG funnel account, but I passed two more accounts. And if you've been following me on Instagram or you're watching my YouTube shorts, whatever, you know that I couldn't pass those evals. Like I was in eval jail for about 5 months. Basically, since I passed those two accounts in January, I couldn't pass more evals, and I finally passed two accounts. Let's go, guys. But I blew the OG one. But who the fuck cares? That account was cooked. It had the OG Apex rules that was shit. Intraday trailing drawdown that was so bad. And yeah, this one, I was so close to payout, like not so close, but I'll explain everything. And the second one I passed is fresh account. I didn't take any trades on this. So yeah, let's go to my journal, as you can see here. So this is where I stopped in the last episode, and in this one you're gonna walk away being a way better trader. I hope so, if you actually take the advices I'm gonna share with you, because I think that I'm really close to the payout. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, we'll see how this will go, but I learned a few good lessons since the last episode, and yeah, I'm gonna share it with you. So yeah, no trades, guys. When you go into the market, that was the first lesson. Just detach yourself from everything. Like just follow your rules, and when your setup presents, just take it. Don't even overthink it. When you see a good setup that's like aligned with your high time frame analysis. So if you're bullish, you take a long setup. If you are bearish, you take a short setup, and yeah, that's it. And just don't be like when I was blowing those evals. Like I didn't blow that much, but I couldn't pass evals. I was stuck in that eval jail. I was always in a rush. I was always like, oh, opening trade 08. I had accounts on Lucid and on Apex, but since I just focused on one prop firm, on one account at a time, it became much easier for me. And also, as I said, don't rush. Don't rush. Like just sit down. If you see first setup that presents, but it looks shit, don't take it. Don't take it if it looks shit. It's better to skip it. And in most cases, if it is shit, it's probably not gonna even play out. So you're gonna protect your capital first. That's as much important as it is to take a winning trade. So protecting your capital. As you can see here, this was the trade that I blew my Apex account, and I was not angry. Like I had $300 drawdown on that account, and I put it in this trade. As you can see, we are bullish. We have all-time highs as our drawn liquidity, this LRLR, and the SMT in a fair value gap. That's also a great source. When you see an SMT in a fair value gap, and you see your setup that's aligned with your high time frame bias, bro, that's the A+++ setup. That's the best setup you can get with an SMT and every other confluence aligning. That's the best it can be. So yeah, as you can see here, like FVG, great setup. My stop loss placement was not the best. It should be at least a little bit under this fair value gap, but I usually put it at the wick. But here, since I had $300 drawdown, I put it tight like this, and as you can see, it hit my stop loss, and then I think it went to my TP. But yeah, I was not angry. I didn't want that account, and yeah. So yeah, as I said, with this SMT, that is a great source inside the higher time frame fair value gap, I passed those accounts. As you can see, this was the trade that I passed. In one trade, I passed my second eval, like second eval after being in eval jail. So as you can see here, we entered this fair value gap. We were so bearish. If you saw the price action live, ES and Nasdaq, like ES was, I think it just swept this internal liquidity and entered this fair value gap, and Nasdaq was way higher, but it was also bearish. So it entered this fair value gap, SMT inside. We get this FVG, and here also great source. When you see, like, this is a great drawn liquidity. We edged New York PM low from the previous session, and we went up. That's a huge draw on liquidity. As you can see, we have here AM session lows from previous day and London session lows. So yeah, great draw on liquidity on the sell side, and I targeted, this was enough to pass my account because I entered with $1K risk. When I was in eval jail, I was risking like $500 per trade, and it was taking me few weeks to even get close, and then I blew the shit out of it. And I was not even that close. I mean close when I get to like halfway there. So yeah, that's take the lesson from me. Risk heavier on evals. You don't want to waste your time on those stupid evals. Just pace it as soon as possible and don't waste your time. You could take those good setups on your funded accounts and actually make money. Not waste time on stupid evals. But if you're a beginner, it's better to take your eval as is your funded account to train your mind, train your psychology. But yeah, if you have experience and you know you're profitable, just best ASAP. Don't waste your time. What else I want to share with you? That's pretty much it. I think I covered everything, like most important things. Let me see if I have some more lessons. I need to be more patient, wait for everything to align for an A plus. That's when like these were also good trades, but it's not that it's lower probability because it's a 30-second inversion fairly gap. It had 1 minute CISD, but yeah. Also, also on this first that I passed, so that's my actually third funded account. If I risked, let me open TradeZella. If I risked $500 on my trade, I would actually be eligible for a payout. But I was not that confident, and I was risking like $300 or even $250 per trade. Let me just see. So this was let me see eval. Okay, this was the first trade. As you can see, I risked here I don't know, maybe $300. Lost this trade because here we are at 10 a.m. Also, great sauce. At 10 a.m. there's always gonna be a manipulation. Not always, but be aware of that. At 10 a.m. and 10:30, 11, and especially macro time, there's gonna be a manipulation move. So be aware of that. As you can see here, there was a 30-second inversion here. We entered this 1 hour fairly gap, but look at what happened. We reswept this liquidity, and then we got the new move. And I believe there was an SMT here, as you can see. Probably this is even better when you see that SMT, but I didn't mark it here. And yeah, you could have also entered here this inversion. Yeah, if I risk $500 here, I would make, like, as you can see, this was more than 2R. So I would have, like, let's say $1,000 profit because I lost this. I lost 300 here. Let's say I was this day $1,000 in profit. So I was at 51K balance because this was more than 2R. And if I risk $500 per trade, yeah, you get what I mean. So let's say I have 51K instead of 50K and $200 balance. Then the next day again, risk just $300, and look at this 3R trade. So that would be, let's say I took $1,000 here. So at 2R I closed the trade, and I was at 52K balance. And third day again 50K funded. Look at this. I could be at 53K dollars because look at this. We are at all-time highs, and let's say I took 750 here, and I was at 52K and 750 balance. That's eligible for a payout. Like, I just need 2 winning days, and that's it. I can just lower my risk because I have enough balance. I was really grateful with that balance to take a payout, even, and especially when it's my first payout. So yeah, that's great. Instead of this balance, I would have almost 53K. That's also what I realized, that I should risk $500 on good trades, and it's very rare when you risk on actually good setups, not imaginary good setups, on actually good setups when your confluence is aligned, like $500. There's gonna be cases when you lose 4 trades in a row, but it's more likely that you're gonna be eligible for that payout, take that payout, scale, get more funded, rotate that funded. Like when I stack those funded accounts, I'm not gonna trade all of them at once. I'm gonna trade 5 in 1 week, then I rotate another 5 in second week, and that way I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna feel safe even if I lose some trades, even if I lose some fundeds, if I blow them, I'm gonna be safe. I'll have in backup other fundeds. And I'm gonna end the video with probably the greatest psychology tip I ever heard that helped me a lot with my trading. I remembered it because I saw this setup that I blew my funded account that I was talking in the beginning of the video. And yeah, like it's this one. Before you enter the trade, just ask yourself, am I going to be pissed if I lose this trade? If you'll be mad if you lose this trade, it probably means, it like 800% means that you're just forcing this setup, or it doesn't look that good, or something's not right. And also, when you look at the setup, instead of looking, oh yeah, it has FVG, it swapped this liquidity, yeah, this looks so good. Stop looking for reasons to enter the trade. Look for reason to not enter the trade. That's also gonna help you, because you'll say, oh yeah, but we have this unmitigated 1 hour fair value gap underneath, just few ticks, just few points underneath. There is 1 hour unmitigated fair value gap, but you saw an inversion fair value gap and you have drawn liquidity to the upside. But it's not really like drawn liquidity to the upside, because you have this drawn on liquidity also on the sell side that's not finished. So yeah, always look for reason to not enter the trade. Trust me, it's gonna help you a lot. And that's it. I'm gonna end the video right here. Yeah, I just wanna say that I got affiliated with TradeZella. You can journal your trades here. As you can see, you have a calendar, but you probably know what TradeZella is. You saw it from other people, and you can backtest here. It's a really nice tool. So if you want to support me, I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, that's it. I hope you learned something. I hope you're gonna walk away from this video and be a better trader. So yeah, see you in another video. Bye.